Hello and welcome. Today I come with you with a bunch of tips that can help you play with the campaign of Norscan factions. It's not something amazing, it's not rocket science, I didn't reinvent the wheel, but it might help you if you struggle or if you'd never tried and you're looking for some tips. That will definitely help you, because I recently just played a campaign on stream. I'd say I had a very good success. A couple of setbacks, which was, when you allegiance to a god, then they spawn armies if you pick one, so you need to be ready for that. But I'll talk about it in this video. So, yep, I hope you like it, enjoy, and good luck. So one of the most important things is that whenever you raid as Norscan tribe, you pay no upkeep. It's crucial, but you need to remember that the region, which is settlement region, you raid, it provides you no money. Usually it doesn't matter because your army costs more than typical settlement can make. Even if it's a port, it's still more costly than you think. So in my notes, when I was making the list, was learn to raid. So yes, whenever you occupy a settlement, you can go out and put yourself into stance raiding. So raiding is free, you can do it. If you're not force marching, you can raid whenever the hell you want. And it's crucial to do it all the time. You need to do it all the time. Even if you recruit, let's have a Wulfric. Wulfric is raiding camp. I'm not, keeping him in a settlement. Yeah, I'm probably losing a little bit in Bar camp. 600 gold. But his army costs much, much more. So I'm recruiting in a raiding camp, and it still reduced my upkeep. It's only 20%, but 20% is crucial to reduce anything at this point, because money is tight. This reduced costs upkeep by 30%. Of course, you're raiding, so your vigor is a little bit messed up. But remember, you raid all the time. You move in the raiding stance a lot of the time, because it's so important to do it. It's so important. Otherwise, you will never make money. If you want to learn to raid, you won't make any money as Norsca, because you do need to do it when you occupy a settlement, when you're about to attack, when you just, move somewhere. Winded in battle, vigor is not that bad. Of course, it's better if you go for the raid camp, but it costs you movement. While raiding, you can do however you pleased, and you still reach certain things. So it's definitely worth it and important to do it. Like here, Oberscheik is here. Yeah, I did sack it, didn't have enough movement, so I raided, because there is no cost for it. And, I was raiding them, so there was no penalty for my province, and so on and so on. So remember, make sure you raid. It's the most important thing if you want to have success in a Norscan campaign. When it comes to picking between Wulfric and Trog, you need to ask yourself how you want to play. Because in the end they play the same, but the way they will reach that end game is a little bit different, because Trog is reducing upkeep for trolls and giving them physical resistance, while Wulfric is giving marauders gives mammoths melee attack +15 and upkeep for marauders. So armies at the start will be way, way cheaper. However, you know, that's it. I think the buffs that Trog provides are much bigger, and having troll spams everywhere is great. Of course, plus 15 for mammoths. Cool. But how many mammoths army you going to have? In my campaign where I have Trog, I have only one army of mammoths because it costs like 10,000. So it's super expensive. So not gonna have many of them. So Trog is much more, you know, important for me. Keep in mind that also they have pretty much the same start location. They're far away from each other technically, but they end up together really fast because when you fight Norscans, you know, faction leaders, you confederate them immediately if you want. If you don't, then I don't know what you're doing. But you expand fast enough so you meet up and you confederate the other one. So why play Wulfric when you can play Trog and have much better experience? Norsca is an ancient race. It's outdated as hell. So whatever you do, you know, you'll have the same outcome because you're sharing the same location. If they start somewhere else, okay, I'd say fine, pick this or this, depends where you want to be. But since they're in the same location pretty much, you might just play Trog because he's just better. I can't believe it, I'm saying it, but yeah, Trog is better. I like Wulfric, he's really cool, but his faction is not providing amazing buffs. So play Trog and confederate Wulfric. A lot of money you're gonna earn through just sacking settlement. Just don't be shy. I mean, minor settlement 7,000. It's all right, right? I don't need money that much, but it's all right to sack it. Major settlements in Ulfwan like gives me 40,000 something per settlement, so it's a very nice income you can get from just sacking settlements straight up. Don't be shy, do it. It's gonna give you more you will do it, so definitely worth it. When it comes to army composition, whatever you choose, it's most likely going to be melee. If not, like you're gonna go for Marauder Horsemen, then it's exception out of the rule. But if you go for melee fighters, which is high chance you will, go for 2 skin wolf workings. Remember, this faction is really old, so they go the old way. And workings have Frenzied Assault or Ruinous Flesh. And Frenzied Assault is aggressive, so it's melee attack plus charge bonus. The Ruinous Flesh is missile resistance and armor. And these buffs are not like super crazy. I mean, Frenzied Assault is. So why not have both of them? You're most likely gonna fight together, so these guys can, you know, buff every type of unit you're gonna have. In my case, these are trolls, so trolls having plus 12 attack and some extra armor, missile resistance. Oh my god, they're just so much better. And these workings are great heroes, don't get me wrong, they're really good. They're, look, Skin Wolf working. This, yeah, he does have this weapon, so obviously it's buff him up. But they can really compete with top heroes and nuke them. And because they work as a one team, there's always 2 instead of 1 fighting single entity, let's say. And I'm not thinking about Trog, I'm thinking about regular army, where even the regular army have 2 workings, and they buff everything, making army super strong. And when it comes to increasing capacity of heroes, Werkins, Fimir, and, shamans, again, Norsca is ancient. So, in the recent changes, like the Wars and Empire, they have very nice addition to buildings. For example, let's show it here. In those two factions, if you go for like tier 3, on tier 3 you actually increase capacity for hero. No, it's tier 2. You can recruit. Tier 3, you can increase capacity. Tier 4, you increase level. Tier 5, you increase capacity again. As you can see, no matter what you do, it's always the same hero and nothing extra. So for instance here, if you're not into Skin Wolves Armored, if you're not into them, I recommend building it up in a minor settlement. Same goes for Shaman Sorcerers. Of course, Femir Belfiend need to be tier 4. So yeah, keep it for a major settlement and a minor settlement, Werewolf Dance, so you increase capacity for Skin Wolf working, and Chaos Shrine for Shaman Sorcerer capacity. This way, you're the most optimal. And this will, speed up the process because you're gonna have more and more heroes. Like here, I'm having more other champions because I was hoping I will recruit them. But in the end, I'm not. So because I'm not doing it, I'm going for, just increasing capacity in minor settlements. I do build it up in major settlement as well, because my settlements are developed, so I can do it. But I recommend firstly building it up in minor settlements once you have the top essential buildings you needed first. Norscan technology tree is ancient, which means it has a lot of skills and it takes a long time to research any of them. Like 7 turns for this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so if you want to speed this up, because it's actually hard to increase research capacity. Yeah, there are existing students, but students are not as common as you think. There's also Seer, which is like student, but gives 5% less. So in Norscan tribes, I recommend using Shaman Sorcerer to steal technology. Seriously, more you get, it's better for you. See, the Seer popped up, so it's really nice. Got extra research, and it did cut 1 turn. So definitely, more you have, better for you. And hero action success chance is definitely better than steal technology from the start, because you want to have success over percentage if you succeed. So this tree is so big, and you need to have a lot of research rate if you want to complete some of it, because as you can see, despite using agent action, I'm not progressing amazingly. So yes, agent action to steal technology. You can use, if you need a wizard, leave Shaman Sources out of it. You can use Fimir Belfiend. These guys are very good. They're better fighters in melee. And you also have fire and shadow, right? Where is it? Yeah, shadow and fire. When it comes to sorcerer, you have metal, death, and fire. Doesn't matter which one you choose, go for agent action. I swear it. You're gonna be blessed by it, because you'll see how fast, you will see very, very fast how much it helps reduce the upkeep, because these at the start have 9 turns to research. 9 turns to research something small, like when you fight Empire, you're gonna have bonus. So definitely agent action, steel technology, and yeah, you need it. If you want to do the allegiance to God, depends which one you choose, you know. I highly recommend with your army, like your big armies should follow Extra Lord. Keep him in a raiding stance, but the situation looks like this. Also recommending doing it on minor settlements only, so you can still grow major settlements. That's what I did. It was really fast, but keep that in mind. When you fulfill the bar, the opposing armies, you know, opposing lords will pop up in least convenient places. I had one here and one somewhere here. They did not attack my settlements often, but you do need to be ready. And the third one is the quest battle. Nevertheless, but if you want to fill it fast, that's what I did. I attack main army, let's say. Let's go Mistnar. In order to fill it, you need to raise a settlement. I was raising a settlement, switching into raid stance, duh, and then occupying with this, you know, the second lord immediately, and then moving out of settlement and raiding because you can still do it. So it's, you know, important. I was keeping him with lower upkeep, but also I was raising and capturing. So this was filling up, but I wasn't slowing down by any means, because every time I you know, I didn't lose a turn like, oh, I raise it, now I need to occupy. No, I was occupying the same turn I was raising, which made everything much more faster. This, and also just developing settlements. Keep that in mind. It's, if you want to do it, I highly recommend. I picked this one for obvious reasons, like wound recovery time. It's awesome when you're trying to agent action, which I do. And the lord you get from it, this one is this. Hit points 30% all characters. So it's amazing in my taste. But of course there are others, depends on which one you want. Like upkeep minus 10% is good. All of them gives port 60%. So whatever you choose, it's gonna be fine for your playstyle. No matter who you play, which one of lords you pick in Norsca, when you play in, you know, in this region, you have very important task to do, and it's to kill Malachi Makaisen. If you won't kill him, he will unlock access to know, you know, stuff like a lot of gyrocopters or thunder barges. And trust me, you don't want to fight thunder barges. You're gonna send battles to Legend of Total War because it's gonna turn into disaster battles. Thunder barges are so hard to kill, especially when you, as Norsca, you don't have flying units. Not many range units you actually have, so it's so terrible experience when you need to kill thunder barges. So whatever you do, you should rush to kill Malachi. Period. That's the most important thing. In fact, whoever you play in this region, kill Malachi. If you play Trog, kill Malachi. Because Malachi will turn your campaign into living hell. And now a tip when you fight a Malachi. If you start a battle and he's not advancing, wait. Because he will spawn Spirit of Grogny whenever he can. And Spirit of Grogny will remain passive. So if it's early on, Spirit of Grogny have time. And after this timer expired, he will disappear. But if you let him develop, you might have Spirit of Grogny that will fly around you and just kill you without time limit. So I cannot stress out how much important it is to eliminate dwarves around this area. If you don't believe me, don't do it. Have fun, and then send it to Legend, because he's the one who's gonna, help you. Unless you want me to do it, I can always try. When it comes to Marauder Chieftain, he does have 4 ways of developing. So you can go either, I'm gonna show you the final. So yeah, he's more like a charger, a melee attack, and you get Berserk, which is nice, but you will get ending up as Rampaged, and Rampage is death sentence. Next is Life, so you're more defensive, and melee defense and leadership. That's nice, right? You have ability to have some extra defense. Next one is the Speed, melee defense, and magic attack with fireballs. They're all good-ish. The only one you should really go with Marauder Chieftain is Noxious Vessel, which gives you missile resistance and weapon strength. Putrefying Ooze, which gives you armor, and a Plague of the Craw gives you regeneration. If you go for War Mammoth Mount, you definitely need some missile resistance, armor, and regen to stay alive. And I highly recommend having this one. It's the matter of sustain in combat. They don't have access to any kind of healing, so having regen is definitely one of the best things you can go. And also Norse resilience is amazing. At the start you can put 1 point and have 5%. That's really good. And that's my suggestion on how to go with the developing of Marauder Chieftain. Ports are amazing, and you should build it as much as possible. So I'm not making much in Vark camp, but yeah, let's go here. Slavers camp is, merely 150. But if you go for port and you buff it up, yeah, that's the amount you get after buffing with blessing of the gods. So you definitely want to have as many ports as possible. And if it comes to sharing settlements with somebody, make sure you actually get ports for yourself. It's hard for this case, like Bay of Blades. Yeah, I need to figure out what to give them. But I'm trying to do it, and I'm gonna definitely do it by building up some craps buildings like... Let's see. Bay of Blades, Zoishenk. Yeah, so plan is, I'm gonna build up military buildings and trade for Bay of Blades, because Bay of Blades will give me so much more money compared to, current state. It's actually no point even developing, because I'm gonna trade it. And it's, they don't have nice commandment, really. Norsca have old commandments, so they are crap. So you don't need full province. There is no reason to have a full province. Instead of, it's better to have ports. Ports everywhere you can. And always trade for them. Like Frozen Landing. I want to have Frozen Landing. It's gonna cost me a lot, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the ports. But that's something I'm going to do. And definitely, I feel like I'm gonna develop Yetish, and I'll build 2 military buildings so I can get Frozen Landing. This will give me much, much more money. So keep that in mind. Same goes here. Actually, no, wait. I mean, no, it's fine. I'm demolish this, so I'm gonna replace that for Temple of Hemikel as well, just to have port, because ports will be the king here. Ports are the goat, if you can say it. They will make you so much money, you don't want to have anything else. Don't be shy of vassals. However, I recommend having vassals on your side, like Chaos stuff, Demon Prince, you know, Chaos Dwarves, Norscan, stuff like this. I recommend having them. They will provide you with some potential extra units, like something, but also a buffer, somebody who can help you. So having vassals, they also provide some money. It's not a lot. But hey, always something, right? So make sure you get as many vassals as possible, but I highly recommend going for vassals that are typical evil guys, because the good ones eventually can break out of vassalization. And yeah, you're gonna have problem when out of nowhere, you know, somebody breaks vassalization, and you need to go defend settlements that are supposed to be protected by vassal or somebody else. So definitely Demon Prince is first contendant for it. He's really good. Azazel is very good vassal. I mean, what else you can use him for? So definitely Azazel. Look, Azazel is doing on his own, but he's my vassal, so I'm really protected. Chaos Dwarf, vassalization of Chaos Dwarf. That's a rough time if you really want to, you know, have them, because they're strong factions, so it's not that easy to vassalize them. When you start your adventure, you may wonder how to play, where to go. So Norscans, Trog, and Wulfric, only inhabitable climate for them is ocean. Unpleasant is magical forest and desert. So if you go wherever else, you're gonna have a, you know, suitable climate. So you can go literally wherever the hell you want. Chaos Wastes, no problem. You're gonna have a green territory there. You wanna go Nagaron, no problem. You wanna go Ulfuan, green, no problem. Anywhere you go, except desert and some, you know, Ataloran and a couple other places, you're going to have a good time. So just feel free, let the fun, you know, flow through you, and just go wherever the hell you want. Have fun. It's all about that. Norsca is a very nice faction for having fun. Monster Hunt, it's quite nice thing. It provides you nice items, but there's a thing. If the Monster Hunt have some special item with nice ability, most likely this ability gonna be used against you during the quest battle. Monster Hunt, yeah, these battles are interesting nonetheless. They're really interesting, but before you get quest battle, you have series of some junk quests, and these are quite annoying. Not gonna lie, they're like, ugh, they're annoying. Period. But like, go there, do this, recruit that, stuff like this. Oh, this is nice. Dwellers Below. Yeah, they provide you very nice abilities. So let's say, I don't know, I'm trying to find a good one. Let's go for this Ragnarok X, right? And yeah, And that's a problem, right? You need to send somebody to Valaya Sorrow. Oh, that's so... And then you're locked, you know? You're locked for others, so that's the annoyance you're going to face. Because you just cannot progress it. There's series of mediocre quests like move there, recruit this, raid something, stuff like that. It's trivial. And at the end there is a quest battle. Some of them are really nice. What I recommend is to make a save. Let's say I'm saving before I'm playing on Legendary, so I'm saving before and after battle. So I'm saving because I don't remember these quests, and if you watch this video to have have some help, you probably don't know these quests either. So what I recommend is to after you save, just trigger one of these quests and see what it sends you. If it's somewhere close, you're good, you can do it. But if it sends you, like me, to Valaya Sorrow, which I'm not really getting there anytime soon, reload your save and try again. This way, you'll have option, you'll find option that suits you the best. If you want to have nice experience as Norsca, I highly recommend using mod, which is Ultimate Warband Upgrade. You're gonna feel like you play Warriors of Chaos, because they have option to turn Marauders into something better and better, stuff like that. So I highly recommend using it as Norsca, because it will save you time and makes campaign much more fluid, rather than, oh, I need to remove this, regular Marauders to switch into something else, because they're crap. No, I can just do this. I can upgrade them into something better, and that will, provide me enough value. So the experience they get is usable exactly like in Warriors of Chaos. So with assist of mod, you make your campaign fine enough. So despite being outdated, the mod helps you out being on time and push it through with a lot of things, because upgrades will make it better. So you don't have to slow down. Oh, I need to slow down in order to upgrade this, that. Nope. So Ultimate Warband Upgrade. I did review this mod on my channel, and I highly recommend. It's great, especially for Norsca. And that's it. That's it from me today. I hope you like it. And if you did, please consider subscribing. That could help me a lot. Leave a like. If you have something to add, feel free to do it. If you don't agree with something, also leave a comment. I'm always happy whenever you guys say something. I answer most of the time, so we can have some chat if you disagree with me. That's it from me today. Have a good time. Take care, and bye-bye.